what would it be critical consideration when developing go-to-market strategy for AI solution in the fashion e-commerce?
If you're a go-to-market expert, or you have to launch to do your sort of go-to-market strategy for your product, what's different with AI products to your traditional products is that you're essentially launching a live product. You're launching an algorithm, a module that is going to be live and keep learning on itself. So whilst before you used to launch an MVP or a full rollout, now you have to integrate experimentation into your process. And I was lucky in my previous job to have worked with a very a great experimentation lead. And I have learned, how important it is to have an experimentation strategy. And if you, as a go-to-market expert, are close to that, and you learn how to essentially launch an A/B test or launch a fake door test or whatever, whatever that is, and learn from that and observe it, I think that's one of the critical things and the new things for a go-to-market expert is experimentation. The other one is customer education is key, because not everyone knows what AI is, and they will not know how to use it, why use it. And I'll give you an example here, which is actually from my fintech days. 6 years ago, I had to launch my first AI machine learning product. That was 6 years ago. And one of the first things we did was create a white paper called AI Now, AI Next. I think I need to go back to that and see what we spoke about at the time. But because we knew we had to teach our target audience around why is it that they need an AI product versus the regular one? Like, how is this gonna increase the value that they will get from integrating that feature? So I think that customer education piece of why the AI is going to do a better job for that, specific need that they have versus the previous version is the second thing. The third thing is be transparent about your customer data. So data in the AI space is a currency, essentially. You need to, and I think Meta is now doing that really well when they're very transparent about how they capture the data and how they use it, so that your customer is going to be more willing to give you access to that data, because otherwise your product is not going to be, as great. So that is if you're sort of building it internally. When you're integrating it, is knowing how your data is then going to be leveraged in that model and the type of data that you have, right? So that full transparency. And then the fourth one, which is, again, it's just a critical and a different one to your traditional and sort of go to your traditional product launches, is creating a feedback loop. So you evolve and retrain your product with customer feedback, like all the time. Traditionally, what would happen is you would have a research team that 3 or 6 months or maybe 1 year after you've launched the product, they will go back, look into how the customer has used that feature or not, and then say, hey, here are some of the insights. And then the product manager would redesign the new version. Now you don't have that time. The luxury of time is you have to create that instant customer sort of that feedback loop into your product and data team, so that they know how to retrain that model and evolve it, in a sort of live almost environment. So I think those are the things that, those are the new things that part of your go-to-market you have to have, as an expert in that space.